Hey, Shannon with Pot of Gold Customs here, doing a shop tour. We ain't done one in a while, so we've got a lot of different things going on. So we kind of wanted to recap a couple things we got going, including some new stuff we're doing. I don't think you've seen one of these on bags before, but that's what we're going to do. Ride Tech is helping us develop something for this. They kind of already have a base kit, but now we're trying to make it a little more heavy duty because I don't think they ever designed it for a house. So we're going to get that figured out. All right, we're back with some more progress. The Impala, you've seen a couple videos on this already. Stuffing a lot of stuff under the hood. I mean, it's really hard to kind of consider how big the engine bay is, and when you look in here now, we've got almost every inch taken up. Once you get the master cylinder and the steering and stuff like that in here, it gets kind of packed. Top that off, you add an LT4 with a bigger radiator, which needs a supercharger cooler, and you want to run air conditioning. Now all of a sudden you're out of room. And that's kind of what we're dealing with now on this one. James has a lot of fit work to do under there. We also got steering buttoned up as far as the column position, and the seat brackets are done too. So, and we had to fit him. Keep in mind, Dave that owns it, he's a pretty tall dude. So we fit him in here with kind of stock height brackets. He was actually rubbing his head on the ceiling without a headliner. So we had to refit it and redo the center of the car and lower those seats another 3 inches, and now he's got all the clearance in the world. So we've not done a lot of videos on this one, but it's been kind of a settled, long process. So it's a 66 Chrysler 300. Belonged to the owner's family, actually. From what I understand, her grandma drove this. So it's kind of cool, kind of staying in the family. We've done quite a few upgrades. Someone had started doing a 6.1 SRT8 Hemi in here, and we've finalized the fitment. We've done a different subframe. We've done tubular arms. We've done coilovers all 4 corners, Willwood brakes all 4 corners, 6-piston big brakes. Dakota Digital designed us a gauge cluster for it. And what we've been doing is just fitting all the metal work. Grandma liked to beat it up apparently because we had creases down both sides. Driver's side door had over 1 inch of fiberglass in it we had to dig out. Yeah, so lots of custom fit metal work. We actually had to remove the skin off the shell, pound all the dents out of it, then weld it back on. That's how bad the dents were. So James has been working tirelessly trying to fit this under this, and it's been a real challenge. If you look at his wheel well here, we've had to redesign and widen out just the outer wheel well this much more just on the outside just to try to fit that much meat under there. So it's been a lot of work, a lot of effort. It's turning out cool. I mean, just seeing that big fat meat under the back of the car is pretty neat. All right, so this little car, honestly, truthfully, this is the second car for the customer. So the first one he brought us was so rusted that when we had it sandblasted, we didn't have a lot of body left. And we had rust in weird spots, like up under here, weird areas that don't make any sense. So what had happened was sometime in its life, they had done body filler over the bare metal, and it was holding all the rust under there. So right when we started stripping it down, we knew we had a problem. So this is the second body we picked up out of Nebraska to try to make this situation work. So it's cut into a lot of finances for sure. Saying that, it had a custom chassis already under it, but the suspension geometry was incredibly lacking. So we went to total cost involved. We got their 4-link with panhard rear, new 9-inch. Up front, we got the same thing from them with the correct rear steer rack and pinion as well. So now the geometry is dialed in. He wants it kind of blingy, so we're doing a lot of stainless steel that's polished and a lot of chrome work and stuff, including the wheels from American Racing, which on the rear are an 18x10. So we're running as fat as we can get. And if you noticed, a little bit of a clearance issue here. So we're actually going to have to take and widen the fender, and we're going to take the wheel well and bring it in too. That way we can fit that 10-inch meat under there and have some space for it. All right, so metal work. Hard thing to understand is any body panel you're gonna buy that's aftermarket for these older vehicles is coming out of Taiwan or China. And the quality is just as poor on both accounts. There's not a single company that makes any of these panels in America. Lots of American companies carry them. That's the only thing they carry in common. So you'll notice like on this quarter panel, can't really see it too well on the deck lid, but right here on the edge, we had to add to this just to get the quarter to fit to the deck lid right. Aftermarket deck lid as well. Catwalk area, same thing. We had to actually split and add to there. And of course, these are pot metal, so we can't do anything with these. So we actually have to mold the quarter to fit the piece. You can actually see that in this cut right here we've made to try to bring the body line back into definition. Coming here, the door skins are also aftermarket. The doors, excuse me, completely are. So what we've been concentrating on is trying to get our lines straight and level and even, and having it level this way too. That way we don't have a bunch of filler making it level as well as gapped evenly. So we got a lot of changes coming. I got a shop manager starting. We're increasing our crew count. We got a couple of new guys starting. We've remodeled our lobby. We're actually in the middle of that. We're doing new merchandise with all new t-shirts. Starting to get different cars in, new stuff out. So we got a lot of different things going on, so just try to keep up with us. Best way to do that is through Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Check out our series there. Look at High Octane TV. We're present on all those locations. I didn't realize I said that tirelessly. Cheap dad joke, man.